It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at New Era Field in upstate New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Green Bay Packers. The Bills' Stephen Hauschka's got this one teed up, and off we go from New Era Field. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man. Complete. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, how about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice?
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball right out of the gate and putting us back on our heels.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers eluding the pressure right. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route, ordinarily.
Hey man, turn your mic off. Your shit sound horrible.
That the ball has to get through to get to the receiver, and on that play, it was batted down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line. On first down, Rodgers escaping the pressure right. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The first carry now for the BYU man, it's Jamal Williams. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Steps away to his left.
No, bitch.
And he is going to be run down.
Fuck out of here.
Disaster there, a huge loss. And Oliver.
And you gonna hold the game. Pause in this motherfucker. Fuck wrong with you. I told you to take the mic off. Your shit echoing. But you don't want to listen, so I gotta treat you like my bitch. You wait. I'll treat you like my bitch, nigga. You wait. I pause as many times you want. Shut up. So you take that fucking mic off. You know I'm making a motherfucking taco. You gotta wait.
And that'll make it second and goal.
I'm making my fucking taco. You gotta wait.
It's second down and goal.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here. first down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
41's coming. 41's a mic. You ain't going. Wipe up. Hatch it. Clear. Go now. Hey, Mike. 41 Mike.
Rodgers going to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. On 2nd and 9. Allen. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And able to find Graham, complete. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end, Graham. Packer first down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
Sad.
Now look out, Rodgers. Lost the football.
What?
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Box it. Hey, over.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. Well, with that incompletion, I want to get some early season predictions from you because I love to do that, and I like to hold you to what you say later in the year. How about MVP and Defensive Player of the Year predictions from you, Mr. Davis?
Well, it could be the same person if I chose Aaron Donald, couldn't it? Because the last couple of years, he's been the Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL and made a strong case to be the MVP overall, even though he hasn't won those. But here's what I'm going to do. Patrick Mahomes won it last year through 50 touchdown passes. He could easily throw 40 touchdown passes and people will call it an off year, but it'll still be enough for him to be the MVP. I think this kid is just special. I think he wins it for the 2nd straight year. And then on the defensive side, I'm going with
you must not know who you playing.
The Tennessee Titans could be a top 5 defense. Kevin Byard, safety, signed a new contract.
You must not know who you're playing, my guy.
With 10 interceptions.
I like it, and I won't forget it. We will revisit this. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And he stopped immediately there. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Going for it on 4th down. Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. But what do you think? You get the ball at the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the 31, Rodgers eluding the pressure right. And Davis has it over the middle. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
41, Mike. Hey, check 26. Right there.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Being chased out left. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And the Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was... They're hoping this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Allen going to go on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. I like the occasional incompletion because I can go back and ask you more things. So we talked about MVP, Defensive Player of the Year. How about Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year that you see, Charles?
Well, it usually goes to a quarterback or a runner, right? And in this case, I'm going to go with the quarterback because he got the ball from game 1. That's Kyler Murray. He's going to put up big numbers in that offense, and I thought he looked pretty good in the first game against Detroit. On the defensive side, Devin Bush, the linebacker from Pittsburgh, got acclimated so early, and that defense is going to be good as the season goes along. I like him. I'm going to give you a dark horse.
Okay.
His name is Chase Winovich, the rookie out of Michigan playing in New England system.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster, 39 yards.
Now shut your mouth, you punk.
Taking the lead.
And that's exactly what
Shut
you're
your
supposed
mouth,
to do
you
in good
punk.
field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go.
Shut your mouth, you sorry ass offense.
Go with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
You getting beat by the Bills. You struggling with the Bills.
This is taken at his 4.
Come here.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25.
Your ass don't stand no. Your ass don't stand a chance against my Cowboys.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got him, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And Oliver able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip. Yeah. For the 50.
Now it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
To protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And an alley to run. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Regular. Hey, Zoo.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards,
good game,
maybe
ball.
10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Oh, come here.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
2nd and 6 at the 11-yard line.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd down, Williams.
I know running.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Buying time to his left. Now a desperation throw deep down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Now go cry in the car, you punk.
And they take possession of the football and have
Go cry in the car, you punk.
6-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Let's go, man. You got to do better than that.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely
hit him
down
hard.
the final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now a desperation throw deep. And, oh, a crusher there as it's
That
intercepted.
nigga can't do nothing.
Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
That man can't do
Line
nothing.
of scrimmage, the 31
He locked
now
the
on
fuck
1st
down.
and 10. And
Oh, that
they
was a
recovered
touchdown.
Beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be a small game. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.
I'm finna cut your ass, boy. I'm finna cut your ass. That's what I play with now. Shit, me. Who he beat?
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are
play with the
ready to
Cowboys
go
and run the ball,
as the
bro.
Panthers are set to match up with the Buffalo Bills.
His defense ass,
The
bro.
kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
3-4.
This is taken at the 3. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
Here we go. At their own 23-yard line.
Mike, 319. Hey, let's get that home.
On play action, Allen.
Got him.
That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. He's got a convoy, and he might be
Oh,
gone.
yeah, he fast.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 77 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. That is a quick strike, one play all the way to the house. You know, the pass was fine, but that run after the catch, impressive.
An absolute horrible time. Of course, any time like this is a horrible time for a defensive breakdown. But where's the tackling? Where were the safeties? You don't expect him to catch the ball, and next thing you know, he's running into the goalpost this early in the game. That's not supposed to happen.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing is Newton. Rolling to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Newton to throw. He's going to look deep for Moore.
Give me that.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted.
You know not to throw them shits to me,
Picked
man.
up by Jordan Poyer. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. On the ground, this is TJ.
Get off him.
So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. Brian Burns. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Allen going to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Good kick. Wow.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Oh,
Escaping
no.
the pressure right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Here's Newton. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Now Newton on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
From the 50, Newton. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 35. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
Intercepted by the Bills. His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Check that. Bravo. Mike 54. Mike 54.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Throw left side, complete to Foster. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. A battle for it. It's intercepted.
Man, be with that bullshit.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The tackle made by Levi Wallace.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
41's the mic. I'm coming after you. 41's coming. 8. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. 8. You got tight.
They will go for it. Now Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. He hits more.
Man, that shit gave
a
foot, man.
26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
20.
Newton throwing again. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15.
Fucked up, man. Damn, you got to watch what he in. That's easy. Watch the formation he in. This nigga trash. Keep telling y'all that.
On the board here in the first
Fucking
half.
trash, man.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
Fucking trash, man. You didn't pay attention to the third receiver. You ain't on the street.
When I'd be in practice
Pay attention to
sessions,
defense.
and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go.
Trash, nigga.
That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
I can't believe he threw that fucking pick. That was a fucking touchdown. I mean, a catch.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
Undercut.
On 1st down, it's Gore. And
Come
forget about
on.
finding a
Why
way
is Gore
to
still
the
in? He
end
only
zone.
supposed to be
Before
in.
He was planted in the backfield.
He's not my running
They'll
back.
wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got the connection to Cole
Nigga, it's not my
Beasley.
fucking running back.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Oh, what?
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
I'll be putting myself out of position. Why would I even do that? Run the ball.
As they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before
I'll be killing myself off that dumb shit.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th.
Got him.
It's caught. Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Allen now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down.
You ready? I'm going to come in my car.
They go back to the ground now.
I got 2 more quarters.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have taken the lead.
I'm going to knock it out.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point.
What a
great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front.
Not those, though.
See on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
I was just saying something like we could, like, shit, we made 500. So if we would do something this way, that would have been another 500. That's $1,000 put up that fast.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
If we had another one.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Newton. Going for the deep ball.
I love deep balls. Give me that.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time.
Stop playing with me, Sid. I'm number 1 in the group.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. John Brown, 20, 10, 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Shaq Lawson, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. After the sack on first down, Newton flushed out right. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, Newton. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys are covered.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ed Oliver. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
Right there. 319. 54 miles. Come on, dude.
Now it's Yeldon. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. On 1st down, Newton. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Now a pass complete to Hogan. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Newton. And he will find his man. That's Hogan complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. Back to throw, Newton. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Newton to throw. Forced out to his left. Airing it out for it's caught inside the 25.
What? That should be fake, man. Come on, man. That fake shit.
Just shy of the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
So ass here, man. Can't do shit.
And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Jerry Hughes, his 2nd sack of the night. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton, quick slant, caught by Moore. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
20.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, Newton. Steps away, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs to keep up with your theme.
John Brown. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. The 20. 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, 81 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
That is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, They give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's go. 49's the mic. Watch 49. It's a party now. Express.
Operating from the gun. Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
49 the mic. Hey, Express.
3rd and 2, Newton. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Newton now to throw. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Throwing again is Newton. Escape. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 2nd and goal, Newton. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away.
Micah Hyde on the cover.
Express! Right here, 41 miles up. Just like that. Just like that. Mike 41. We've got to wedge that, huh? I'm going to come back to you.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. Interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what...
The Red Sea parts and...